Evening folks, hope everyone is well. I feel like I haven't uploaded a video for a while. Actually been doing a bunch of different things, but there we go. In this video I'm just going to make a 4-voice drone. We are going to use the Korg Monologue, and I'll give you a few, well, one or two tips about how you might use the Monologue in a sort of a droney situation. The second voice is going to be the Volca Keys. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. This sounds fantastic. I've decided this is, you know, for £100 analog synthesizer, this sounds flipping great. We're going to use a third voice from the good old trusty Neutron, and you can just see the super simple patch. I've still got patched up there from the Neutron, and we're going to use the Neutron in combination with an FM AM radio, because radio noise, it's always more interesting than just white noise or pink noise. AM radio noise, it's just better noise. So I'll try and give you some tips about using those instruments. Not sure a radio counts as an instrument in drone mode. What I like about drones is it's just super simple. You're not impaired by your knowledge of music theory. It's just choose a note, D, F sharp, whatever, choose a note, hold it down, happy days, twiddle some knobs. It's brilliant in its simplicity. Anyway, that's what we're doing in this video. If that sounds interesting, stick around. Cool, let's go. Okay, drone voice number one will be the Monologue. Now, top tip for drone work with the Monologue is your envelope generator mode, and I'll do a close-up of this. It's just off the camera. It's this button here, but as I say, I'll do a close-up. The mode doesn't want to be in the top position, because you'll get this kind of thing going on. So the attack will fire. But it doesn't matter how much you've set the release of the envelope generator, the note's just going to tail off. So if I have it, say, in the middle position, and I can just hold my finger there for however long I want, and the note's going to sustain. When I release, the note is going to tail off based on the release of the envelope generator. So I could have super quick attack, super quick release, so the note will sound immediately, and when I take but it'll obviously go, it'll just sustain, and then when I take my finger off, it'll instantly stop. So for the drone piece, I want I'm going to have the type is the middle setting. I'll have a slow attack. So we'll have that nice kind of, there's the note starting, and I'll have the release maxed out as well. And so when I take my finger off, we'll get a nice natural sort of, and I'm also is it the destination? Or, well, the target destination of that envelope generator is set to the pitch of oscillator 2. So I'll be able to dial in the amount of that as we go. Okay, drone voice 2 is the Volca Keys. This is obviously a very, it's not an old synth. Volca Keys has been with us for about sort of 10 years. Obviously not as old as something like the Z1. But for me, it's still quite a bit of a new beast. It's a bit of a new beast. I don't think I've got any really top tips for you for the Volca Keys. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set the LFO shape before I start playing the note, I'm going to use the monologue just to trigger the note, although I could use a keyboard. It's just drone work. So to set the LFO shape, it's a function, and then it's one of these keys here. And again, I'll do a close-up. Let's just set that to triangle. There we go. So you do actually get a bit of a sort of indication. Obviously I was using the NTS2 to monitor the monologue, and I was just taking the headphone out into that. That's a bit trickier with this, although I mean I could go in and out again, but I don't need the NTS2, right? I just thought I'd set it up for, you know, shits and giggles. Yeah, so Volca Keys, set the LFO shape to you want as you want it. I'm setting it to sort of unison octave mode. There we go. As opposed to just sync, where you just get kind of, you know, all the voices playing that note in octave. You at least get the octave shift, so it's a bit thicker and richer. And then I think you want the detune of your VCO on a little bit to get a nice bit of sort of thickness. So I'll just dial that in to demonstrate. And then you can see as you sort of take it in, you know, sort of into about 4 or 5. If you imagine you start at 0 and you sort of 4 or 5, you're starting to hear it sort of slightly go out of tune, which is cool. But obviously you don't want to go too far. Anyway, this is just the second voice of my little drone in C#. Drone voice number 3 is the Neutron. The Neutron's just such a great instrument for doing, well, drone work in particular. Super simple patch, sample and hold, output goes to attenuator 1. Attenuator 1, output goes to delay. Delay time. That means I can dial in the amount of sample and hold on the delay time effect that I want using the attenuator button, and also I can control the rate of sample and hold also from the Neutron, just using my NTS2 to monitor the wave shapes, and I've got, you know, wave or voice 1 going into input 1, voice 2 going to input 2, so you can see the two shapes of the different voices there going on. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Using the monologue just to control it, set my envelopes, you know, slow attack, slow release. I will be playing with the LFO as we go, and yeah, that's that. I just want to do a final 4th voice for my little drone piece, and for this we're going to use the Neutron again, but we're going to use an FM radio. Well, FM AM radio. We'll use a bit of FM, bit of AM. I'm going into the Neutron, into the just the filter input. NTS1 is monitoring from the overdrive output, so I think, yeah, the following the filter circuit, then the overdrive filter comes after the filter circuit. Overdrive after filter. Did I say that? Yeah. So you should be able to monitor any chaos we get from the radio. And then it'll just be LFO madness. Top tip for this: put your VCA bias up. I think for any drone work, any kind of VCA wants to be sort of up. Let's just see what kind of random noise we can harvest from the radio. I'm just reviewing the recordings. This is a little bit bonkers. I like it. Korg Monologue. Volca Keys. Neutron drone. That's tonally, that's the least interesting, but just have those nice little blips and blops. And radio noise. Which is just... you get this kind of thing. Which I think is great. Crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy. I like it. Let's just listen to that Volca Keys again and remind ourselves that the Volca Keys is a sub £100 synthesizer. Well, probably in the second-hand market, round about £90, £80 maybe, if you can find one. That sounds pretty flipping good. That's really, really good. Yeah, I've got some reverb on it, obviously. But yeah, that's the Volca Keys, everybody. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. All right, let's wrap the video up. My latest wooden robot is a nice yellow version. It's cool, isn't it? Anyway, FYI. That's the end of the video. I'm going to do a jam with featuring the EBow and a guitar of one of my guitars that'll go with and using the drone as an accompaniment. I might even put the drone or the drone with the guitar on my Patreon for anyone that wants to download the MP3. I might do that. I'll probably do that. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Ta-da! Bye, 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 bye.